Coming up, a truly outrageous Hot Reels.
Did Emperor Nero issue orders for the destruction of Rome? Or did the Christians fulfill an ancient apocalyptic prophecy and start the fire themselves? In 64 AD, the city was completely destroyed in the Great Fire. How and why has baffled historians for 2,000 years. Until now, because new findings could solve one of antiquity's greatest mysteries. Who burnt Rome? Find out Monday at 9 on 4.
Christmas Millionaire Maker from the National Lottery will create a night filled with millionaires this Christmas Eve. You could be one of them.
One more time!
Get Discovery by Daft Punk at Virgin Megastores this Christmas. Including One More Time, Aerodynamic, Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger, and Digital Love. Another weighty addition to your collection. Discovery is out now, one of hundreds of CDs in our 2 for £22 promotion. Virgin Megastores, whatever turns you on.
Dominic is a workaholic. The doctors have told him to chill out. Right now, he's listening to 45 minutes of soothing music from the MP3 player on his Siemens SL45. Unfortunately, the Siemens SL45 is also a mobile phone. Sorry, Dominic. Doctor's orders.
Be inspired, Siemens.
Hello, Dad! What about some videos, Dad?
The League of Gentlemen live on video.
What a warm entry!
Brand new material and all your favourite freaks live.
Can I help you at all? Okie dokie, pig in a pokey!
Coffee, you nutter!
Even you must go, go, Johnny, go, 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 go!
Yes, a local shop selling local goods to local people.
I got some DVDs and videos belonging to you.
For Christmas, I would like a doggy.
Smooth.
A big bear.
Bigger than poo.
And a cheeky monkey.
Take all their favorite animals home with Dr. Dolittle 2 on video. You'll get Dr. Dolittle absolutely free.
This is good news.
Eddie Murphy, Dr. Dolittle 2.
Spread the sail, spread the sail, spread
Destination, Red Square.
Do you mean you can't get with your mates? You're so out of order. It's Christmas Day. You must be on the dark.
Escape with Echoes, the best of Pink Floyd.
I want to know start. I just thought no more, that's enough. If I'm taking those tablets, I'm still thinking of myself as ill. And I don't want to.
Now it's Outrageous Night on Channel 4, and what with Adam and Joe, John Ratzenberger and Dermot O'Leary, it's hardly surprising. It's a Hot Reels Animation Grand Prix 2001.
Hello and welcome to the Hot Reels Animation Grand Prix. I am Commander Global, and tonight we peer under the bonnet of the rudest race in history as we taste the smells of animation's undercarriage with Outrageous Night. Coming up, we've got John Ratzenberger, Robert Morgan, and some stressed maniacs. It is an outrage. Belt up for tonight's shocking home teams, the animation students and the angry feminists. But right now, let's unzip the flies of Adam and Joe and dive into another hairy dose of their American animation adventure!
Animated violence, controversial cartoons. Tonight, parent Lewis Goiter confronts Channel 4 commissioning editor Jerry Thompson and tells him why he believes cartoons are corrupting kids.
Every day, our children are forced to watch hundreds of cartoons that encourage violence and swearing and perversion. As a father, I say this cannot be right. So I have come to Channel 4, home of the filth peddlers, to ask why are they showing them.
Jerry Thompson. Hello. Very good to meet you. How are you doing? Come this way. Okay. Got everything?
Yes.
In you go, Lewis. Have a seat.
Thank you.
So this is my little office here. This is where all the animation gets commissioned from. Is it what you expected?
Yes. Commissioning editor Jerry Thompson. Why does Channel 4 commission cartoons that encourage violence and drinking and immorality?
Well, Lewis, we don't actually make a lot of these cartoons. We import them from America. So why don't we fly you over there so you can really get to the bottom of the issue?
Because it's too expensive to do that?
No, I was being rhetorical. We're offering to fly you to America, you and me, and we can meet some of the people that make these cartoons and really get to grips with the issues. You up for it?
Yes, please.
Brilliant. So, look, Lewis, I brought you to this comic store just because I want you to get an idea of the diversity and some of the fun, you know, the creativity and the intelligence there is behind the world of animation. Come on in. This Simpsons doll here, do you have any problems with that?
Yes, I do. Here with this popular Simpsons character, you can get beer and salty snacks, neither of which are a good part of a young person's diet. Also, a remote control encouraging children to watch television at the expense of other things like running and playing and learning.
This is for children, and do you not think that they understand the difference between fantasy and reality?
No.
Okay, Lewis, here we are outside 20th Century Fox Studios, and we're going to go in and meet Seth MacFarlane, who's creator of Family Guy. What do you think of Family Guy?
It's a moral sewer.
Okay, so you're nice and relaxed. Good, okay, let's go in.
Hello, Seth MacFarlane. When you created Family Guy, what audience did you have in mind?
I wanted it to be an adult show. I wanted it to be, you know, something that if I watched on TV, I would laugh. And, you know, I just figured if this is something that I think is funny, hey, maybe someone else will think it's funny too.
Lois, honey, I promise, not a drop of alcohol is going to touch these lips tonight.
Hey, who wants to play Drink the Beer?
Right here.
Did you deliberately set out to offend and agitate people?
No, it's you know, we're just trying to make people laugh. We're just trying to do what we think is
filth.
What we think is funny.
Oh, geez, how the hell am I going to break this to Lois? If she finds out I got fired for drinking, she's going to blame me. Lie to her. It's okay to lie to women. They're not people like us. I don't know. Hey, where's the other guy? Oh, this is perfect.
Isn't animation a child's medium?
Well, animation began as a medium for adults, and the old cartoon shorts from, you know, 20s and 30s were all aimed at adults or at general audiences. I think especially in this day and age, it's a little backward to think of animation as solely a kid's medium and to, you know, put your kid in front of the TV and say, you know, oh, it's a cartoon, therefore it must be fine. And then to get all bent out of shape when it turns out that it's not fine.
Tom Hanks, that's it. Ah, funny guy, Tom Hanks. Everything he says is a stitch. I have AIDS.
If a parent does not want their child to watch the show, and many shouldn't let their kids watch this show, but it's their responsibility.
Over here is another example from the popular children's cartoon Futurama. Bender, the main robot who likes to smoke and drink and steal, comes with alcohol and stolen money, and most shockingly of all, he is standing in front of a suicide booth. This is encouraging people to commit suicide, which is not, in my book, funny or clever or cartoon-like.
I've got to say, it's not a functioning suicide booth, is it? So it doesn't really pose a real threat. It's a toy.
Am I right or am I wrong? This is on sale to kids.
It
is. Am I right or am I wrong?
That's
correct. Am I right or am I
Lewis.
wrong?
That's correct, Lewis.
Am I right or am I wrong? This says suicide booth inside. Am I right or am I wrong?
You're correct, Lewis.
So, would you, for example, say that it is right to shoot children?
No, you've just made a big, big leap.
Am I right
there.
or am I wrong?
Your logic's made a big, big leap. Well, Lewis, here we are at the Parents' Television Council, and we're going inside to see Mark Conning, who runs it, and maybe he can answer a few of your questions.
Good.
Tell us a bit about the Parents' Television Council and exactly what you do.
Well, the Parents' Television Council has over 675,000 members nationwide. And what we are is a grassroots organization, a nonprofit grassroots, that seeks to bring responsibility to the entertainment business here in the United States.
But Mark, how exactly do you go about critiquing a show?
We'll look at sex, we'll look at sexual innuendo, we'll look at how drug abuse might be portrayed, we look at violence, we look at vulgarity, we look at obscene and profane language.
Excellent. The mind control device is nearing completion.
Stewie, I said no toys at the table.
Damn you, vile woman! You've impeded my work since the day I escaped from your wretched womb.
When I first saw Family Guy, I was rather appalled. I thought, here's another animated show which is being targeted at kids, but unfortunately carries a lot of adult-oriented material. We're talking about families, we're talking about pets. We're not talking about a roadrunner and a coyote. We're talking about serious individuals here doing very irresponsible things at an hour when you have a lot of young viewers watching.
But Mark, surely these are just cartoons, they're not real. Why should they be a target for censorship?
The fact is that popular culture does impact our children's behavior. A child will spend more time in front of a television by the time he graduates high school than he will in front of a teacher. You'll see about 200,000 acts of violence by the time he's 18.
Exactly.
Actually, about 16,000 of which are murders. So this does impact our kids. We've had a lot of violent consequences as a result of television shows.
Mom, are you all right? My goodness, this chair leg was loose. Isn't that silly? I could have broken my neck.
Damn. The program makers say it's up to parents to regulate their kids' viewing.
It is a parent's responsibility, ultimate responsibility, to really watch what their kids are taking part in. But the fact of the matter is, some parents are good and some are bad. And in the past, we always tried to protect our child's innocence, first and foremost, but also we looked after other kids as well. What's going on in our house may be different, but still impacts our kids when they're not in our home.
Instead of the moral sewer of The Simpsons and Futurama and other cartoons like them, children would be a lot better off reading something like this, Rupert the Bear. Also, there are animated cartoons to go with the book, don't you think?
Well, I really appreciate where you're coming from, but I think modern children live in a world full of very different things than when Rupert the Bear was written.
That's just rubbish. Rupert the Bear was an exciting cartoon. He got into a lot of adventures and often some scrapes as well. He's quite a naughty bear sometimes.
What's important is that everything's out there, you know, Lewis, and that everyone has a choice. And I think it's great that we've come into this shop in Hollywood with a lot of edgy stuff, and here's Rupert on sale to kids, and you as a dad, you'd have a great chance to buy Rupert or the Simpsons stuff, whatever you wanted, don't you agree?
Yeah, but it's not the same as my point.
I'm now joined in the studio by Lewis Goiter and by commissioning editor Jerry Thompson. So, Lewis, you've seen both sides of the argument in the States where these cartoons are produced. What would you like to say to Jerry Thompson now?
Well, now I would like to say to Jerry Thompson that I'm even more convinced than I used to be that these cartoons are morally filthy and should be banned.
Jerry, what do you say to parents like Lewis who are fed up with cartoons made available and aimed at children which portray deviancy and immorality as a joke?
Well, you know, I really understand where Lewis is coming from, but he's got to appreciate that kids know the difference between fiction and reality.
Lewis, I mean, Jerry says that children can tell the difference. They're intelligent enough to make their own choices about how they behave.
Well, yeah, I know, I just heard him.
Well, has he got a valid point?
Well, no. No, he does not have a valid point because children need moral guidance from telly and these cartoons do not provide that guidance.
Yeah, well, television's a broad church. It's providing programming for a wide spectrum of people, and the needs of one small group can't dictate to the whole channel.
I don't understand anything about what you just said, but I'm almost certain that it's not the same as my point.
Jerry, are you refusing to agree with Lewis?
I am, yeah.
You have admitted here that you are refusing to agree with me.
Well, I haven't admitted anything.
You said
There's
you
been
just
no
said
admissions.
yes, but you don't agree with me.
No, I really respect your opinion, but I cannot agree with you.
There.
please do agree with me.
Yeah, but you're making that sound as if somehow I've agreed with you.
Sorry, we're going to have to leave it there.
Please.
But Jerry Thompson and Louis Goiter, thank you very much for coming in today, and I think that's certainly resolved a lot of difficult questions for nobody. Goodbye.
I'm right.
I'm right.
I'm right. I'm right. I'm right. Thanks a lot, Roger. I'm right. I'm right. Don't take his hand, Roger. I'm right.
Whoa! Oh, roadkill!
The first one that made an impression on me was Max Fleischer, his cartoons, Betty Boop series. Early 50s, when we got a television set, let's see. Remember the television set, the screen was about this big. The dials were about that big.
Hey, Grampy, how about some music?
Anytime Betty Boop had a problem, she would go to Grampy, and Grampy would go,
No. Let me think.
and he'd stroke his, and he'd go,
Hooray! I've got it!
and he had a hat on with a light bulb, and when the light started going off, you know Grampy got it. Max Fleischer would animate everything. Even the fence posts would dance. So one of the characters was going by, the telephone poles would be dancing like this, or you go into a diner, and the pancakes would stand up on the griddle and they'd dance around. But everything was animated. So it was, and he also had pretty good stories too. And then when I became older, Betty became kind of a babe. If you notice, when you go to the big animated films, Bug's Life, Toy Story, whatever it is, if you look around the audience, everybody's there, and nobody's embarrassed, and everybody's entertained.
All right, nobody look till I get my cork back in.
So you really have to hold their interest, whether they're 5 years old or 55 years old. You really have to hold their interest with a decent story and, you know, make the characters vulnerable and likable.
So come on down South Park and meet some friends, man.
I think South Park is the stuff that you do. It's like when, you know, mommy and daddy are away for the day. And it's let's drink some whiskey and then put some water in the bottle and let's smoke a cigarette. Oh, let's watch South Park.
What am I gonna do? My little brother's been abducted by aliens. You farted.
It's easy humor. It's really it doesn't take a lot of thinking to write a South Park. It's geared towards people between 14 and 28, white guys. Would you hear what they said?
I've learned something today. That having a little brother is a pretty special thing. Yeah. Ah, heck, Mr. Visitors. I'm just a kid all alone in this crazy world. But if you could find it in your hearts or whatever you have to give my brother back to me, it sure would make my life brighter again. That was beautiful, dude. Did it work? No, they're leaving. Hey, you squatty ass shit! What the is wrong with you? You must be some kind of to be able to ignore a crying child! Whoa, dude! You know what you like? You like it.
You know what's going to happen now when they see this is going to be a parody of me in South Park.
Hey, Wendy, what's up?
They take the low road. It's kind of like the caca-poopy humor. It doesn't last.
The air filter, so the engine can breathe. The carburetor,
mixing together. The timing belt, controlling. The spark plug, sparky. Friday night on Channel 4, it works, but in a really dirty way.
Ali G's brand new video.
Is your little boy starting to put whole sentences together?
He's saying little bits and pieces.
And what about Brooklyn?
What is supply and demand? Is it like with me Julie? I supply and she demand it.
You have grown, with loads you've never seen before.
Get the BT Celmates Nokia 3310 or the 8210 and we'll give you a free CD clock radio. Argos, brighter prices, brighter Christmas.
When you've overdone it, try new Alka XS Go. Double action pain relief with a hit of caffeine in easy-to-swallow caplets.
Brit humor, Hollywood flash, and amped-up Asian action. This is a block-rocking film. Samuel L. Jackson, Robert Carlyle, The 51st State.
It's a girl, Mrs. Thompson.
Oh, thank you, Doctor.
How refreshing. How Heineken.
Sleepers infiltrate the hidden world of Britain's sex trade. The world of walk-up and saunas, the modern-day brothels. Sleepers go undercover as sauna receptionist, pimp and punter. They gain insight into a life of sex, money and exploitation. Sleepers, a new series from Channel 4, continues with Undercover in the Sex Trade, Thursday at 9.
I'm choking on the fumes of teenage girl gas as the cars surge across the screen like throbbing sex tongues. Before my pleasure carburetor explodes, let's sneak a peek at dark-humoured quadriplegic John Callahan's latest work, Quads.
I used to love the nightlife, hang out in a bar. I used to hit the bottom, but then I hit a car.
Laid up in a wheelchair, paralyzed for life. Got money through a settlement to see me through the strife. My attitude is different now, my future's not so bleak. I even got a mansion and filled it full of freaks. My life, such as it is. My life, such as it is. Such as it is. My 7 friends are with me, they're brilliantly deformed. I got a girl called Franny, my shelter from the storm. Don't touch your feelings of pity, the hard times never last. Without a leg to stand on, I still manage to kick ass. My life, such as it is. My life, such as it is. Such as it is. Paralyzed. Paralyzed. My life.
I'm starving. Nothing gives a man an appetite like being wealthy.
Just water for me. I ate like a horse yesterday. An entire piece of Melba toast. I must have gained 3 ounces. Ah, excellent. The morning paper. Earthquakes, an assassination, nuclear plant accident. Let's get to something that matters. Ah, here it is. Listen to this. Socialite Candy Stuffington poses with an unnamed sickly child. What a crock! Last week it was Taffy Turnbull and those bratty Romanian orphans. The week before it was Bunny Hampton and, I don't know, some kind of retards. You can't truly be someone without attaching your name to something senseless and tragic. Of course, it would help if you...
Anything for you, my twig.
You could get an incurable disease and die. Very dramatic.
Unfortunately, I'm as healthy as a nut-brown gelding.
I need my own charity for something really vile and loathsome. Unfortunately, all the good diseases are taken. Heart disease, diabetes, they were snapped up years ago. Some lucky bitch has had cancer for God knows how long.
Well, they're classics. They never go out of style. Relax, dear. We'll find you a disease. Well, we've got it narrowed down to chapped lips or prickly heat.
With all the money we pay in taxes, they can't come up with a few new diseases for us. What is this country coming to?
I'm sure one day you'll get your own tumor.
I need to champion people so pathetic and desperate they make your stomach churn. But where to find them? Good morning, neighbor. I brought you a little pie.
Yummy. But, what's in the box?
I'm going to have a telethon to raise money for poor unfortunate souls. Would you be interested in helping?
You're talking to the wrong head, lady. Not interested. Now, if you don't mind, you're blocking my light.
It pays handsomely.
What I meant was, tell me more.
All you have to do is be your usual pathetic, worthless self for a tidy $500 fee.
Keep tidying.
1,000.
Hey, do I look like a cheap whore to you? 5 grand.
3,000. Another 1,000 if you can deliver your crippled roommates.
I tell you what, next time you take a bath, leave the blinds open.
You disgust me!
Hey, I disgust me. Is it a deal?
It's a deal.
Good news, my differently able chums. I rented a video that's sure to make you feel better about your own lives. Real life death.
Oh. Hi, Debbie.
Blazer, what a pleasant surprise. I'm not scheduled to see you and your friends till next week.
Ever wonder what it's like to be gored by a bull?
This is kind of last minute. I need your help.
You're reaching out to me. This is a real breakthrough. Oh, I feel so close to you.
Then can I have a pair of your workout shorts?
Let's not start that again, okay?
Okay. I've been thinking how lucky I am. Sure, I might not have limbs or internal organs, but I have a roof over my head and friends who love me.
Yes, you're a very lucky head.
I want to help those less fortunate than me. I want to give something back.
How commendable! We could gather up some old clothes.
Or there's a telethon for the Save the Gimp Foundation. Maybe if I appeared on it, we could raise some money.
That's a wonderful idea!
Hey, I know. What if all the guys came on? Riley, Lefty, Fontaine.
That would be...
No, I couldn't ask them. For some reason, they don't trust me. Besides, I don't want them to see this side of me. The tender Blazer nobody knows.
I suppose I could...
You mean you'll ask them? Great! And you're right. Let's not mention that I came down here today.
I must say, you've got a big heart for a guy who doesn't have one.
Thanks, Debbie. Oh, one last thing. Can I watch you go to the bathroom?
Boy, this is tougher than I thought. It's dark, I'm paralyzed, and I don't know what I'm doing.
At least the carburetor's all fixed, cleaned up, and purring like a kitty.
Well, look who's here.
Debbie Golden. A treat to the old factory.
I have a favorite ask.
Me too. Mine is, don't ask.
It's inspiring the way you help each other, like fixing Franny's car. What if you could help people less fortunate than yourselves?
Where are we going to find people less fortunate than ourselves?
Nah, Riley, we're blessed. 100 years ago, if I lost my sight, I'd still be blind.
Who wants to tell him he is still blind?
How would you feel about appearing on a telethon to help raise money?
And we get to keep this money?
No, your reward is the satisfaction you'd be getting from helping other people.
When did you start smoking crack?
I would, but I'm just not comfortable flaunting my hooks in front of a television audience.
Blazer?
Hey, you know me, Mr. Easygoing. I'll do whatever you guys say.
A great impression, Lefty. That sounded just like Blazer, except it was nice.
Come on, even Liz Bromberg is donating her time. Consider it part of your therapy. Pretty please with the cherry on top.
Okay, we'll do it. Can we just get back to work? Franny said if we give her Van a lube job, she'd give me one.
Thank you, gentlemen. You'll be glad.
A touch more hairspray, please.
The smell of the grease paint, the roar of the crowd.
Neighbors, come in. So good to see you. I'd like to introduce you to some friends of mine. Candy, Taffy, Veronica. These are my cripples. This is Boss Cripple, old black blind guy, Hook Hands, and little head on a skateboard.
You really found some miserable specimens.
Yes, they're horrible. Well done.
5 minutes, people.
Oh my, the show's starting. You can watch in your dressing room. I've gotta go.
Our own dressing room? Très chic. Hi, guys. What are you doing here?
We came to lend our support.
Look at this food. Escargot Provençal.
Shh, it's starting.
Tonight, live, it's the Save the Gimps Telethon with your host, Vicky Bluthers.
We love the crippled, sniveling, and gimpy. Even those who are just a little bit limpy. We can help, that's a great idea. Then send you away so we don't have to see ya. Pathetic, gimpy wretches, we love you. Yes, we do. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Good evening, folks! Tonight, you'll see the most maimed and most disfigured human beings it's been my good fortune to come across. They'll tug at your heartstrings and yank at your purse strings. Gimps, come on down! Look at them, folks! Aren't they? Something! Can you understand me?
Can you understand you?
You can speak! Wonderful. This must be a real treat for you, getting out of the house for a change.
Actually, we wanted to stay home today. We were at the beach yesterday. I got sand up my...
The beach? Oh, were you evicted from your tiny one-room hovel?
Yes. Now we're forced to live in a 30-room mansion.
Scrounging through dumpsters for food?
I trained at the Cordon Bleu. I prepare most of our meals, high protein, low fat.
That sounds terrible. We'll be hearing more from these courageous losers later. It's time to check the tally board. So far, we've raised $4. Well, it's a start. But now, the knife-throwing Valentinos! Whoops! Valentino is down! Medic!
Why aren't we raising more money?
You hear those phones?
No.
Exactly. Your stooges aren't very convincing. They're not helpless enough. Look out! Out of my way!
Oh, he's as sick as a dog. He ate a ton of that escargot in our dressing room.
We don't have any escargot here, although we did have a terrible snail problem.
Ugh.
Get a camera over here and get me on the air! An urgent development. Poor Lefty has collapsed. We're not sure if he'll pull through till the end of the program. Let's listen in.
Oh, Lefty, die!
Oh, devil! Nice work in there, Lefty. Want to talk about it?
These hooks! Oh, it's extremely difficult to wipe with these hooks!
It's difficult to wipe with these hooks. Doesn't that make you think, folks? Come on, people! Pick up those phones! Give so Lefty can wipe! Now, how about a little entertainment? While Lefty washes his hooks, 4-year-old Marquis Smith is going to tap dance!
Listen to those phones! People love that heart-wrenching crap. Get your pals to play it up. I'll double what I'm paying you.
Music to my ears, doll. Lefty has shown us the way, fellas. If we want to raise money for this charity, we gotta sell it. The more pitiful, the better. Fontaine, go that extra mile. Some wax bugs for your ears. Deaf and blind has more oomph than just blind. Lefty, try these.
Prosthetic feet?
Misery means money. Grizz, slip into this and join us. Nothing says send cash like a hunchback. And you, Riley.
Don't. even think about it.
Okay, you can be our spokesman. Besides, what more could I do to you?
I told you they'd be back, folks. And here they are, in all their wretched glory. So, how are you, really?
I'll level with you. We have no friends, no money, no food. We had a puppy. It got run over by a lawnmower. We still find little bits of Scrappy all over the yard. The mob put a contract out on my life. My mother married a Republican, and I have a terrible case of pink eye.
Hello? You're only giving how much? Satan's minions will peck out your eyes and feast on your intestines. That's much better.
Now, do you mind if I call you Sightless Negro Fellow?
What?
We're here to make dreams come true! How can we brighten your sorry life?
I always dreamed of one day working a video camera.
We could do that, can't we, folks? Look at him go! Now that's what I call blind!
Here it is, just like I promised.
That little cheating punkhead bastard. And he's in this with that she-devil from next door.
He put me in a hump. I'm going to fillet his arse. I'm going to slit him open and crap in his ear.
Flying off the handle and getting all crazy is no way to deal with this. We need a plan to really make him suffer.
Now, folks, a little surprise. A special presentation to the chairwoman of the GIMP Foundation, Mrs. Liz Bromberg!
A presentation to me? I'm being honored. Oh.
She's good stock.
Yeah, we have to do something about that hairstyle.
You're right. She's a slut.
Oh, you are.
Mrs. B, we want to thank you for all you've done and present you with this.
It's gratifying to lend a hand to these poor, helpless, useless creatures. I spoon-feed them and keep their spirits up by reading passages from the Bible and the Kama Sutra. I do what I can.
Oh, you're being too modest. She also bathes us, even strips down to the buff and climbs right into the tub.
Well, now, I don't know about...
Sometimes she washes us in those musky nether regions.
Yeah, you old girls learn it's true what they say about us brothers in the size department, right, Lizzie?
Now, just a moment.
She changes our diapers, even the really stinky ones. Look under her fingernails. I'll bet you'll see a little bit of poop. But she wipes my bum with love.
No! Stop it!
I knew it. So it's true what they say about the brothers.
Now you'll pay, you little weasel. But first, I get to drain mine.
Ladies, this is a terrible misunderstanding.
I think we understand perfectly.
Oh, Blazer!
I've had enough of this whole thing.
I'm with you, sister.
Let's get that big gorilla.
There seems to be a minor disturbance backstage. This might be a good time to do another song.
Don't you ever shut up!
Why, no, I'm a TV host. Quick!
Somebody call my agent! Come on, fight, you devil!
Time to shut this thing down.
Oh, my! I'm getting aroused.
You've always been a troublemaker.
I should have done this years ago.
I got you.
Surprisingly, the telethon brouhaha had an unexpected effect. Viewers, mesmerized by the brawl, pledged staggering amounts to show their appreciation. In all, some $300,000 was raised.
That should be our money!
Additionally, over $400,000 damage was done.
But hell, it's for a good cause.
Now the world wants to know what has happened to these fighting gimps. Attempts to contact them have been unsuccessful, but our Nose for News team is hot on the trail.
You're going to have to see them sometime, Blazer.
They'll kill me!
It's your decision. Stay here as long as you like. You can room with Gus.
Maybe they'll let me explain.
What? That you betrayed them, lied, and cheated them out of their money?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I just hope they'll understand.
Well, well, look who's back.
I'm sorry, fellas. I've been a bad Blazer.
Don't trust the sneaky little skull.
Maybe the little rascal learned his lesson. What say we give him another chance?
Ask me in a couple of years.
Fontaine, I'll never hide your cane again, or saw it down, an inch at a time, every day.
Sounds fair.
Lefty, no more prank calls to the police telling them you're selling heroin to school kids.
I still have nightmares about that jail cell.
And Riley. Dear, sweet Riley.
Quit kissing my ass. I can't feel it anyway.
I'm begging. If I had a knee, I'd be down on it.
And if I could move my foot, it would be up where your ass used to be. You can sleep in the garage until you earn your way back in.
Thank you. I promise I've changed.
Liz, you can't keep punishing yourself like this. It's okay.
Even the 100,000 in damages we're liable for?
Oi.
What now? Look who's out the front.
Our viewers want more Gimp wrestling!
Apparently our theatrical debut struck a nerve with the viewers.
We will never stoop to wrestling on TV.
Bravo! We will not be exploited to satiate the bloodlust of an uncaring public.
I don't care squat about that, but it sounds like work, and you know how I feel about work.
It's time to put all this behind us. Let the healing process begin.
You might be right. Let me handle this. I just told them there was one person who deserved all the credit.
Liz Bromberg, Society's Vomit Volcano, responsible for a failed Gimpathon? Classic.
Track is flapping like the giblets of a cockerel!
I want a new start. I just thought, no more, that's enough. If I'm taking those tablets, I'm still thinking of myself as ill. And I don't want to. Mixed by Dave Pearce.
The Annual from Ministry of Sound. CD1. CD2. And CD3. 3 CDs, 62 tracks. The Annual from Ministry of Sound.
Cadbury's miniature heroes, people magnets. They're misunderstood.
You told me to take care of him. I meant to take care of him, not take care of him.
They're misbehaving.
Come on!
They're dressed to kill.
My skirt, very touching attire.
Samuel L. Jackson, Robert Carlyle.
Is it true that you fellas are equipped with incredibly large...
The 51st State.
This Christmas, there's an even bigger choice of presents at Argos. You can ring and reserve them at your local store, or get them delivered free. Argos, brighter prices, brighter presents, brighter Christmas.
Get Days of Speed by Paul Weller at Virgin Megastores this Christmas. It features highlights from his whole career. A truly uplifting experience. Days of Speed is out now, one of hundreds of CDs in our 2 for £22 promotion. Virgin Megastores, whatever turns you on.
Our no-nonsense man was just too busy to make another ad about Bob, the floating widget. So, here's one we made earlier. Thanks to Bob, the floating widget, even a can of John Smith's Extra Smooth is smooth enough to sell itself.
Vampire, vampire, vampire. Nosferatu, Nosferatu, Nosferatu. These creatures do not die like the bee after the first sting, but instead grow strong, feeding on the blood of the living. We've all become God's madmen. All of us.
It's a slippery path to naughtiness, with the track itself pumping like a foaming camshaft. It's as slippery as a pair of slippers down there, so straddle the telly and ride by the seat of your pants into the claustrophobic world of the Celmates.
Celmates. In a mystery location in West London, 5 animators have agreed to be locked up for 72 hours, competing against each other and the club to produce a minute's worth of animation. Their films must centre around the theme of breaking out, and the Celmates winner, decided by a panel of judges, will receive a luxury 2-week holiday to the Maldives. It's now 8 AM on day 4. 62 hours into the challenge, and Oliver hasn't been to bed.
Yeah, I feel tired, but I'm not. Just about to drop. I know it's the last day, so, you know, I can sort of take it.
By 9 AM, the other tired Cellmates have all arrived back in the room to start their final day. So far, they have animated, recorded voiceovers, and worked with music composers. But today they must battle exhaustion to produce completed animations by their 72-hour deadline for a panel of expert judges. They're looking okay, but just how much sleep have they had?
2 hours. It's quite extravagant.
Got up at 9, so 3 hours.
Luxury.
Look, absolute luxury.
About half an hour. I had 2 power naps.
If I powered down now, I wouldn't power up for days. I definitely think you could do some great research into sleep deprivation, because like last night, I think we all reached a rather sort of worrying point. It all went a little bit surreal and unhinged, I think.
I guess it's all that coffee and Red Bull and witty banter that's helping me through this ordeal.
Maybe instead of the Maldives, maybe a sort of a couple of days in a therapy place of your choice. Start the morning with a punch in the stomach and a custard enema.
Paul Hilton has drawn his animation by hand before scanning it and colouring it in the computer. Steve Smith has also hand-drawn every frame and is now colouring his scenes. Lee has used a range of software and even scanned the carpet in the room in her eclectic style of animation. Oliver is animating in 3D, and after building elaborate 3D characters, is now struggling to complete his animated scenes. Like Lee, Steve May is drawing directly into the computer, but is late putting his final edited sequence together. With just 7 hours to go to the deadline, there is still a lot to be done.
It's not too bad, but it's a rush for the end.
Even Paul Hilton, who was well ahead, is still making major changes.
It's just one of those things, whatever you're doing, you always end up rushing around at sort of the 11th hour trying to finish work off. It doesn't matter how long the deadline is. Obviously, this is quite an extreme deadline, but you know, when you're doing TV adverts, it's always the same. You know, the goalposts get moved, and you have to sort of improvise, and you end up sort of have to sacrifice things.
You get to a point where you know you've got to finish something by a certain time, and then you have to just stop adding things. I'm not a superstitious man, but I am, so I'm not...
I'm just faffing around with various bits and pieces at the moment. I don't know, my brain's not in gear yet. I want to play with the sound and the music when that gets back.
Well, I've still got some shots to do. I've got quite a long wish list. I'd like to improve the facial animation I've done. You know, some of it's a bit limited, some of it's a bit loose. I think I'm a bit behind schedule.
So it's still anybody's race as the Celmates reach the final straight. At this late stage, the Celmates share vital knowledge to help each other finish. At 2 o'clock, with 4 hours to go, the final soundtracks arrive back in the Celmates room, and they hear what the composers at Music to Picture have produced.
Is this the stuff you've just got
Pardon?
through from... Is this the stuff you got from the...
No, it's a voiceover artist, but it's completely deranged.
I've got some deranged stuff on mine, haven't It's great. Yeah, it's really great.
As Paul's machine renders, he helps Lee with assembling her animation for the judges.
Know one of your tools. That's it. If you just highlight your track, so you use your arrow. So if you just grab it in the middle somewhere.
Cool.
Okay.
Wow, it's great. I've just learnt Premiere, and it's really good. I'm quite enjoying it. It's quite good for just cobbling together sounds and images, and I've never used it before, so it's quite fun. Yeah, it's nice seeing it with the music and the sound effects. It seems like it's a real thing now, not just a figment of my imagination, so that's good.
Paul explains how his software has allowed him to make substantial changes to his shots at the last minute by being able to zoom into his drawings without losing quality.
When you're rendering out bitmaps, if you've got a bitmap image and you zoom right into it, it ends up getting pixelated, which is basically big blocks of colour. But if you zoom right in, get right up close to it, you see the big square pixels. But what you get with Toon Boom is it's all vectorised, which is sort of mathematical calculations of where the lines are. So you can zoom right into a line and you never ever see any pixels because it's all a mathematical formula. You just zoom right into the edge of a line and it's always nice and flat. As long as everything's vector-based, you can scale it up sort of to your heart's content, going as tight as you want or as far out as you want.
It looked so pristine in here on the first day, didn't it? Just covered in kind of detritus.
And of course, Steve Smith is also still far from finished.
I'm probably going on still stressing here, because I've got quite a bit of stuff still to get done for...
I'm a bit stressed as well.
Oh, you didn't sound it. You deal well with stress, with a bit of humour.
I'm, at the moment, in a slightly kind of very false laconic state, because I'm actually rather scared that this isn't all going to work.
So I'm just setting off another render. Well, that doesn't cut together at all, you fucking idiot. For Christ's sake.
Oh dear, Steve May's machine has just crashed at a crucial moment, but he soon returns to carry on the rush to the deadline.
Yeah, I'm coping. It's just a lot to think about very quickly. And I'm going to make a lot of mistakes at some point, I think.
The final hours are spent on the logistics of putting together finished edited films, complete with soundtracks ready for the judges to watch. At 5 p.m, with 1 hour to the deadline, we interrupt the Celmates one last time and ask them to reflect on how they've done and what they might have done differently.
I feel that the approach I've used is not particularly ideal for such a pressured time situation. I think I tried a different style of animation, so I'd purposefully, so I don't have to do so many drawings basically, because it's the sheer time taken to draw so many pictures. Because a minute of animation is still quite a few drawings, even if it's done simply. So grueling, physically. Mentally, I think I've gone through various stages. I think I might have been a little bit ambitious. I do feel that doing 3D has been a bit of a hindrance. And if I did it again, I'd probably try something simpler, maybe concentrate on just having one character in the animation.
Well, I love animating, and I love sort of animating under pressure as well. It's quite good. I mean, obviously, this is quite extreme amount of pressure. If you'd have, said, "Oh, this is what you'd be doing in 3 days," I'd have sort of been, quite surprised. So, it's quite chuffed, really.
Just being up for so long without going out and having fun, it just seems a very strange thing to decide to do over a summer weekend. But I didn't have anything else planned, and it's kept me off the streets.
It's not something I want to do again. but no, I'm glad I've done it. It was interesting, and some of it has been very enjoyable. It's been a real challenge, if a rather uncomfortable one.
And at 6 p.m, 72 hours after they started, the Celmates are told to put down their pens. So as the clock stops, just who has finished, whose work is still incomplete, and which of our animators will be winning that dream trip to the Maldives? Find out next time on Celmates.
This is 100% garage action!
Funny old world. True stories from the global press. It was like a big bomb crashing through my roof, George Neseveremko told reporters from his house in Thornhill, north of Toronto. It landed right by the bed. missing us by about 2 feet. And it smelt very, very bad. When we turned the lights on and looked at it, we saw it was a huge piece of ice with hundreds of lumps of shit in it. There were sheets of used toilet paper and old tampons too. We phoned the police, who told us it must have fallen out of an airplane's onboard toilet. They refused to help us get rid of it. It's far too heavy for us to lift, so it's been slowly melting in our bedroom for the past 2 days, and the stink is making us sick. Bruce Reed, spokesperson for Pearson International Airport, played down the entire incident. The tanks can only hold so much. Then they have to be emptied, he said. And at high altitudes, the liquid sometimes freezes solid. There's no need to panic, though. We only have an incident like this about once a year or so. Well, I never. What a funny old world.
Associated Rediffusion.
This is an announcement on behalf of cats. Dogs are stupid, smelly, tail-chasing butt sniffers. And it's cats that rule.
The bigger you become, the easier it is to forget who put you there. Sometimes, it's nice to give something back. That's just good manners, isn't it?
Cadbury's Miniature Heroes. People Magnets.
W.H. Smith are making a really big deal of Christmas.
This is my cab. Jackie Collins. My wife's got all your books.
She hasn't got this one. You know what? Why don't we share the cab?
With Jackie Collins' Hollywood Wives, the new generation, for only $9.99.
Hey! Jackie says we can share her cab!
We make a big deal of Christmas. W.H. Smith.
Destination, Red Square.
We took a boat to an island.
It's a boat.
We walked in the sand.
A starfish.
We laughed. We ran.
We danced. We had a dream. And it was just like this.
And it stayed that way.
Forever.
Forever. Ever and ever and ever.
Eternity. Calvin Klein.
We last forever.
Eternity Christmas gift sets from £21.50. Available now while stocks last.
No, I don't think I have a window for you today. I got a feng shui consultant coming. Oh, that's him now. Gotta go.
Call me Zane.
Let us begin. It's done.
Where do you think you're going?
This is an announcement on behalf of dogs. Cats are spiteful, scratchy, hissy little minxes, and it's dogs that rule.
Ever since we got engaged, I've been waiting for something to flip you out.
Me too.
Nothing could go wrong this time.
You lost the ring!
We're getting married.
Hi, Ross. Take the Rachel.
Please leave a message for
Could it?
the Bing.
That is laziness incarnate. The animation students are too bone idle to finish animating themselves. Coming up, members of the public plunging from the real world into the birthing pool of an animated game show, Stress Maniacs.
Ugh. Hi, I'm Cameron Ripple, relaxation guru. That is the sound of stress. Stress unleashed. Stress gone mad. Left unchecked, stress can kill. But with my help, you can beat the stress. You can get away to here, Ripple's Ranch on High. My personal slice of paradise and the fabulous prize for tonight's winner of Stress Maniacs.
Yes, it's time for Stress Maniacs, the Psycho Rebel game show, played in suspended animation. And here's your host, Cameron Ripple.
Thank you, Serenity Secrets, thank you. Welcome to Stress Maniacs, the game show where the UK's biggest stress balls compete for a relaxing weekend at Ripple's Ranch on High. Woo, doggy. Let's meet this week's Stress Maniacs.
My name is Holly and I'm a sales executive from Kent. The reason why I'm stressed is because I've just found out I'm going to be homeless next week. All I want is a little flat. There's not much to ask.
Holly wants someone to sell her a house, but the only accommodation she can afford starts with a B and ends in ench. Is there any hope for this eviction-dodging stress maniac?
Hi, I'm Mike. I'm a postgraduate from London, and I'm stressed because I got final exams coming up in pharmacy. I hate exams, and I'm panicking.
Mike is so stressed about his upcoming exams that every single word in his textbook seems to spell failure. Going for a walk doesn't help either. The sign in the pharmacy window says, "No job vacancies for failures, Mike." He really needs a break.
Hi, I'm Lindy. I'm from Swansea. I'm stressed because I never have any money. I can't even buy any shoes. I've got holes in them already.
Lindy is so bad with money that she sometimes leaves it in parks for the pigeons. Her lack of funds is turning her into a nervous wreck. Even charity shops turn her away for being too poor. So, without further ado, it's time for tonight's contestants to be reborn into suspended animation. Let's rebirth Lindy, Mike, and finally, Holly.
Good golly, Miss Holly. So you're gonna be sleeping rough soon. I hope you got enough money to buy a sleeping bag.
I've got enough money to buy a sleeping bag, but not much more.
Well, line up with newspaper, honey, because winter's coming. Let's move on to our next contestant. How you doing, Michael, my friend? I hear you got a little bit of tension in your life.
That's right, I've got to do an exam in pharmacy.
I grew up on a pharmacy. We had sheep and pigs and cows. You don't know the true meaning of stress. Daddy made me milk the bull. Lindy, lovely Lindy. Well, what's all this about you having holes in your shoes, Lindy?
Well, I haven't got enough money to buy shoes, so I have to walk around with holes in my shoes, sadly.
Oh, dear, honey. Well, that might come in handy if you step on change and go right in the hole in your shoes. Maybe you should make the holes bigger. Now, Jeffrey, remind me again about that wonderful prize on offer tonight.
Certainly, Mr. Ripple. Our 3 stress maniacs are tonight playing for a weekend at Ripple's Ranch on High, the perfect place to retreat, relax, and recharge. While you're there, why not try your hand at rainbow spotting? Catching moonbeams in jars. Or for the ultimate in relaxation, submit to this Victorian steam-driven flesh manipulator, last used by Queen Victoria to relieve tension in her enormous legs.
Careful with that. It's AMT. Let's play Stress Maniacs! Round 1. Psycho Babble Scrabble. How well do you know the wacky world of therapy? Here are the missing words from some genuine self-help books. Select the correct one to complete the following titles. Psycho Babble Scrabble. Awaken the within.
Discipline.
Awaken the discipline within is not the answer.
Giant.
Awaken the giant within is the correct answer, and a point goes to Michael. Psycho Babble Scrabble. Pulling your own
pint.
Pulling your own pint.
Strings, Mr. Ripple?
Strings is the correct answer, Michael. Well done.
All right.
Psycho Babble Scrabble. And grow rich.
Discipline.
I'd like to bend you over and discipline you right now, honey.
Be a worthy punishment.
That'd be a worthy gift. Okay. Psycho Babble Scrabble. And grow rich.
Think.
Think is the correct answer. Psycho Babble Scrabble. Create a that tickles your soul.
Create a life.
Life is the correct answer.
I'm the man.
You are the man, and I'm the daddy. Psycho Babble Scrabble. Self in 10 days.
Romance.
Self-romance in 10 minutes, more like, Michael. What the heck are you on, son? And if you were doing that, you wouldn't seem so stressed out, I imagine. Self in 10 days.
Discipline.
Discipline.
Yay!
That's the end of round 1. Woo, doggy. Jeffrey, tell him the scores.
Certainly, Mr. Ripple. Michael is in touch with his dominant side on 3, while Lindy and Ollie are having a severe confidence crisis with 1 point, which means Mike has booked his place in the final.
Congratulations, Michael. I'll take a break, son, while we find out if it's Holly or Lindy joining you in the final challenge.
Take me up.
Go easy on them, girls. Say, Jeff, read any good books lately?
I certainly have, Mr. Ripple. Moonchild in My Soul, the Cameron Ripple story, is the inspirational tale of how our very own Cameron Ripple overcame not only the shame of being left-handed, but also a terrifying addiction to salad dressing. Order now. And while you're reading, why not listen to Cameron Wails with Wales? Lay back and breathe easy as Cameron covers relaxing hits including Take It to the Limit and Fog on the Time, all in the magical musical dream of whale song. Available now from all good suppliers of candles, incense sticks, and ethnic cushion covers.
It's time for the playoff round. Get real. In Stress Maniacs, we like to get real with the language of therapy. And tonight, our contestants will be finding their inner child. Using my patented Ripple colonoscope, our contestants will delve into themselves. The first one to collar their hidden infant moves on to join Mike in the final. Let the self-discovery begin!
And Holly is being really rough with herself. She's going to be taking her meals standing up for a few weeks when this round is over, I can tell you. Ooh, is that Lindy's inner child? No, it's an intestinal duck, and quite a common species as well. And Lindy has completely guffed up there. The colonoscope has speared right out of her ear. Ugh. Remember, don't try this at home. Our contestants have been given literally minutes of instruction on the proper use of these colonoscopes. Holly's wielding her scope like a magic wand, and abracadabra, there's Holly's inner sprog. Ugly little blighter as well. Look at that underbite. Well done, Holly.
We have a winner. Let's take another look at that climax.
There it is. Holly showing the deft touch of the sales executive she is, luring in that inner child with promises of free gifts and a lifetime's guarantee. What a move.
Well, it's time to say goodbye to Lindy. Gosh, Lindy, I feel your pain.
I do too.
Yeah, no, I think everyone watching today feels your pain.
Good.
But no one should ever go home without my patented Ripple Pocket Guru.
I'll cherish him, always.
I bet you will. You pull the string, he's gonna give you some fine advice.
He looks like he could give me some wicked advice.
Stress is just emotional poop. Wipe it away.
Back to the real world now, Lindy, via the back door.
Lindy the loser, Lindy the loser.
You know, we all have emotional baggage. Baggage that can weigh you down and stress you out. Things like fear or anger, alimony. Will she ever set me free? In the final round, up, and away, we give our contestants a chance to cut loose from their emotional baggage and float up, and away to Ripple's Ranch on High. The first contestant to get a correct answer in each of the 3 categories wins. Well, let's play. Up, and away. Now, the first question goes to Michael, because you're ahead on points. Which emotion are you addressing first, Michael? Fear or anger? Misery.
I think I'd better address anger.
Which planet is called the Angry Planet?
I'd say Mars.
Mars is the correct answer, Michael. Cut your anger and let your anger go free. Holly, you've got 3 categories there. Fear, anger, or misery.
I'm gonna go for anger.
Mr. Angry was not one. Can you name 3 of the actual Mr. Men?
Mr. Greedy,
Correct?
Mr. Chatterbox,
Correct.
and Mr. Bump.
It's correct!
Yay!
That was very good, Holly. You released your anger, and I like the way you did that, honey. You seem so much happier now. This is getting exciting. My butt cheeks are clenched. Okay, Michael, what's it gonna be? Is it gonna be misery or fear?
I'll try misery this time.
Oscar-winning movie Misery was based on a book by which famous horror novelist?
Stephen King.
Stephen King is the correct answer. Cut your misery and let it go free. Now we're gonna go over to Holly, who's still a little bit miserable. Still a little itty bitty, it's scared. What are you gonna do, Holly?
I'm gonna go for misery, seeing as you think I have so much.
Which heavy metal band, fronted by Ozzy Osbourne, has a tribute album called Masters of Misery?
I have not got a clue.
You don't have a clue? Ozzy Osbourne, the king of death rock? Do you know, Michael?
No, I just know Ozzy Osbourne bites off animals' heads.
He sure does. Well, whatever you need to do to relax. The answer to that question was, of course, Black Sabbath.
Oh, okay, I did know that.
Here we go, Michael. You've got 1 left. You conquer your fear, Michael. You're gonna float up to Ripple's Ranch on High. Okay.
Bring it on.
Is that your teeth I hear chattering?
It is indeed.
That is fear. Complete this motivational motto. We have nothing to fear but itself.
Fear.
Fear is the correct answer, my friend.
Bill over the moon. All these exotic sounding therapies to tackle your buttocks. Just get yourself on the show and let Cameron sort you out. I'm ready to face the world.
So what have we learned? Well, there's a whole bunch of ways to beat stress. You can talk to your friends. You can talk to your shrink. Hell, you can even talk to yourself. But personally, I find nothing beats riding a magic unicorn into the sunset. So remember, don't be an emotional cripple. Listen to Cameron Ripple. Giddy up, Ginger. Woo-hoo-hoo, doggy. Come on, girl. That feels good.
Join us after the break.
We're out of ice.
Bacardi, welcome to the Latin Quarter.
Give a little bit of your love to me. There's so much that we need to share, so send a smile and show you care. Give a little bit of my love to you.
The future's bright, the future's orange.
There's a place with a chocolate heart called Switzerland. Switzerland has a chocolate heart called Lindt. Lindt has a chocolate heart called Lindor. And Lindor has a soft, melting heart surrounded by a shell of sumptuous milk chocolate. So when you break its shell, Lindor's soft, melting filling spreads and goes straight to your heart. Lindor from Lindt. Chocolate passion since 1845.
This week at Argos, there are some cracking Christmas savings. Like 10% off all jewellery and watches over £30. 10% off all cameras and all camcorders. And 10% off all Challenge power tools. There's half price on selected toys. And £100 off iCybe dogs. Argos, brighter prices, brighter Christmas. To find out more, pick up a leaflet now.
Relive the adventure that never dies. The Mummy Returns. Own it on video and DVD now.
There's a delicious new variety of Cadbury fingers, new caramel fingers, and they're on their way to the shops now.
It's a new caramel finger thing. Nice try, Lum, but we've got plenty more.
To Woolworths is well worth it.
I want a new start. I just thought, no more, that's enough. If I'm taking those tablets, I'm still thinking of myself as ill. And I don't want to.
What we don't want is some health scare.
You're pretending to be a user. There's a code of ethics. They can't cope if they're on the drug or off it.
It's a lump, isn't it? You have to have another biopsy.
Showed up, didn't I?
Why didn't you tell me?
Depression needs your acknowledgement.
I need something!
Mr. Drugs are wonderful. Mr. Drugs work. They didn't, did they?
I'm not joking!
A new drama in 3 doses. Swallow. Starts Wednesday at 9 on 4.
My condolences to Chesney Hawks, but motor racing is the one and only.
You are tuning in today to watch one of the greatest events in television history.
Put the camera on, Let me show you something. Hotshots.
I come from a normal family. Normal suburban upbringing. At Christmas, we'd go to my grandma's house. We had pet cats, dogs. We had a hamster. I think it started when I was a kid. I found myself really liking monsters. Giant ants, giant spiders, cyclops, worm people, ant-men, wasp women, spider babies. I was fascinated by their anatomy. Sometimes people ask me if I had a strange childhood. Why do you make films like that? Why not? Maggots are easy to direct. Keep them happy by feeding them raw steak. And once they had a tummy full, they'd be very happy to work with me. My family has always been very fond of cats. Zippy, Coco, Chanel, Meower. The latest addition is the cat with hands. I first came face to face with him at a taxidermist's. He was frozen solid at the time. So I took him home in a plastic bag. There is a beauty to be found in the darkest of places. And sometimes it's even tender and serene. really just a normal person. We're all the same, really.
Last night, as I slumbered, I had a strange dream, one that seemed to bring distant friends near. I dreamt of the faces of people I loved, and I awoke with an heart full of cheer. You know this is the place, don't you? Where it comes from, so they say. Story has it, a boy came face to face with that animal. Right here. Right where we're standing now. Over the years it carried on like this, thieving different parts of people, like it wanted to be a person. Until that animal looked just like you or me on the outside. But the only human part it never got was that. Tongue. Last night as I slumbered, I had a strange dream. One that seemed to bring distant friends near. I dreamt of the faces of people I loved, and I woke with an heart full of cheer.
The Toon Commandments.
I first started making Lego films when I was a little kid with a Super 8 and a VHS camera. I didn't really have a lot of friends and I wanted to make some movies, so I used Legos. You can make any set you want. You didn't need to go on location. You didn't need people.
It is quite easy. You models stand there and you can stick them down so they don't actually fall over or anything. And they're small and they have simple sort of movements they can do.
I think Rick and Steve has gotten a pretty good reputation in Lego film, probably the most seen Lego film. I haven't seen a lot of others that did get into Sundance and spawned a series, so I'm happy with the response so far. There's a big boom of Lego film on the internet. Most of them are parodies or recreations of other films.
One of Space Odyssey was basically 2001 A Space Odyssey congealed down into 1 minute.
You look terrible.
Yeah? Well, look at you.
Never mind that. Who's that guy?
I think it's hard to make drama with Lego because people are just going to want to laugh at these characters, but you can do satire. You can talk about very important issues.
It's this new drug cocktail they have him on.
Drug cocktail.
Yeah, it should make him live forever.
Bastard.
They can say the most horrific things or things that are on people's minds that are never spoken aloud and get away with it because they're cute. They're adorable little things with plastic smiles that are permanent.
Can't wait till I die, can you? Married me when it was cool to have a boyfriend with AIDS.
Even cooler to have a dead one.
The basis of all animation is sitting usually on your own for many, 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 many days, taking thousands and thousands and thousands of pictures of exactly the same tiny yellow midget, moving very, very incrementally slowly.
Knights, I bid you welcome to your new home. Junior models.
Don't sit for more than a half hour because it really hurts and it really cramps your legs. They fall asleep, so I always get up and make people who are working with me get up. A lot of times, Lego doesn't have a pre-manufactured piece for something that you might want to show. Lego doesn't make any naked people. So we had to paint little bodies on all of the characters, little chest muscles and abs and nipples. I'd love for them to make some nude Legos, some Legos with holes in them. It'd be very nice. Lego does make, however, plenty of leather daddies. There's lots of cops and cowboys and construction workers, the whole entire crew of the village people. I've seen a lot of discussions on the internet over what did I use for the penis. Some people did figure it out. It's an inverted Lego wrist. It looks exactly how I would imagine a Lego man's penis to look. There are some people who are absolute purists who will only use trademark Lego pieces and trademark Lego people and not alter them in any way.
They also disapprove of things like painting your Lego,
Gluing things,
cutting Lego in half, shoving it up your bum, that sort of thing.
Everyone disapproves of that.
I don't.
I use pieces that aren't actually Lego. I manufacture things that might look Lego just so that it fits in, but I do want to have a uniform plastic world. I do want to use the same colors that Lego uses. I do want everything to be very primary and very bright and very plastic and very permanent looking. Nothing organic or viscous, except for the sperm.
Disgusting! Gross! It tastes like fucking... kind of sweet.
I can't possibly, I'm stark naked.
Funny Old World. True stories from the global press. Let us be quite clear about the facts of this case. Justice Tom Gall told the two accused men in a hushed high court in Hong Kong. You deliberately dumped your crew into the ocean one by one and left them to die rather than pay them their wages. You are both therefore guilty of endangering life at sea. Dismissing the appeals by Leung Kam Chuen and Kong Lai Hua against their 20-month jail sentences, Justice Gall summarized the events that took place a year earlier aboard the Frangenti. During the voyage, Leung and Kong got talking one night and decided to throw the other seamen overboard so they could keep their wages for themselves. Leung asked the crew to leave their cabin one at a time and come on deck, telling them they were going to be paid. First came Soi Tai, 25. But instead of paying him, Leung banged him over the head with a wooden pole, pushed him into the sea, and when he tried to climb back on board, turned a high-power water hose on him and forced him back into the ocean. Then Chan Mo, 30, was attacked and became so terrified when Leung started to beat him up that he dived into the water by himself. Finally, Ching Shei Kan, 27, was chased all round the boat before he too was tossed into the water by Leung and Kong. Luckily, all three men were rescued by passing fishing boats, or this crime would never have been discovered. This is the most callous and tight-fisted crime I have ever heard in my 28 years in this court. Appeal dismissed. Well, I never. What a funny old world.
Associated Rediffusion. No, 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 no! Get jiggy with it! Oh, yes!
Tonight on Banzai! Banzai! Bottomless basic instinct bet. Pretty ladies looking like Sharon Stone. Oh, but which one wear nothing downstairs? Brand new Banzai tonight at 10:40 on E4.
Destination, Red Square.
We took a boat to an island.
It's a boat.
We walked in the sand.
A starfish.
We laughed. We ran.
We danced. We had a dream. And it was just like this.
And it stayed that way.
Forever.
Forever. Forever and ever and ever.
Eternity. Calvin Klein.
We last forever.
Eternity Christmas gift sets from £21.50. Available now while stocks last.
They're misunderstood.
You told me to take care of him.
I meant to take care of him, not take care of him.
They're misbehaving.
Come on!
They're dressed to kill.
Nice skirt. Very touching attire.
Samuel L. Jackson, Robert Carlyle.
Is it true that you fellas are equipped with incredibly large...
The 51st State.
One more time!
Get Discovery by Daft Punk at Virgin Megastores this Christmas. Including One More Time, Aerodynamic, Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger, and Digital Love. Another weighty addition to your collection. Discovery is out now, one of hundreds of CDs in our 2 for £22 promotion. Virgin Megastores, whatever turns you on.
Now you can decide who to open your phone to. Introducing the Samsung A300 with dual screen technology. Everyone's invited.
Samsung.
Looking to buy a new computer for the internet? The choices are endless. Which one do you choose? This one? That one? Whatever computer you choose, choose AOL. AOL offer you and your family the very best of entertainment, information, and much more. You can try AOL on your PC for free. Our trial gives you 100 hours of access to AOL and the internet.
Simply call AOL on 0800 331 6000 for your completely free trial.
The future's bright. The future's orange.
When I think of the air filter, I think of it as a friend to the engine, cleaning the air so the engine can breathe. The carburetor, the air and petrol, so different, yet somehow they work. The timing belt, controlling. The spark plug, the bright light that ignites the whole mixture. The piston, thrusting power. And you all remind me of the Friday night lineup on Channel 4. A beautiful, high-octane engine of entertainment. That's really dirty.
Who is that and what What is she doing in my eyeballs? Yes, this is like watching human hamburgers torn to shreds by the wheels of a wild wind-up dog. Let's see if Scott Capurro can settle our stomachs with a dose of comic Bytes. But folks be warned of sexual content.
I'm staying at a B&B in Scotland. Don't ask why, I just am. And I asked the landlady if she had any erotic channels on the TV, and she almost collapsed. But her son, who's dirty, overheard me, and he handed me this CD-ROM game, Erotica Island.
Hello, you bad boy.
I'm the bad boy.
Well, before you start unzipping your trousers with excitement, I think I'd better tell you a little bit about our would-be hero.
Ah, this is the life. See.
Do girls always make that squishy noise when they suck cock?
Oh. Okay, finished.
That's his helicopter.
Isn't actually very important at all. Stay with us now as you embark on an adult adventure like no other. Prepare to sample the ample charms of Erotica Island.
We're on Erotica Island. Babler!
Oh, hi, I'm Sarah. Sarah Swallows.
Just what I wanted to hear.
Come again?
Funny, I think I already have.
Oh wait, I'm gonna click on the suntan oil.
Of course. Why didn't I think of that? I will impress this gorgeous creature by stealing her suntan oil. Brilliant, Reggie. Why don't you mug her as well while you're at it, you wanker?
Wanker? Why is everybody so mean? We're on vacation. Lighten up a little bit.
Leave her alone, weirdo.
I'm gonna get the hell out of here. I don't care about her. So I guess if you're British, you've wanked off by now because you've been told off by everybody on the beach, and that's kind of a thank you for torturing me kind of thing. The weird thing is, if this was an American CD-ROM, it would be sexy, A. And 2, if people were yelling, guns would be whipped out, and you just settle the argument with a bullet. Let's go over here. Oh my god. There's some people having sex, and they look ethnic. Delicious.
Anyway, what do you want, man? I'm very busy.
Is he from Newcastle?
For 10 grand, I'll give you full use of my boat, man. And
It's about those accents. I have to say, there is nothing erotic about them at all. Everything posed like, would you mind, or can we, or no, we can't really if you're going to say it like that. Can you give me a blowjob? No. No, I can't. Not when you say blowjob. Oh, look, the stud guide, the cinema box. And there we're in Reggie's Replays. I guess that's the porn. Oh, so these are porn films, I guess. Let's go to the first one.
This could be the time to use your emergency Erotica Island tissue.
My emergency Erotica Island tissue. Oh. Oh. Look. Sexy. It's my emergency tissue pack. So you can blow your nose. Okay, let's go to the next one. He's giving it to her. Oh, God. Those breasts are enormous. Alright. Does it always take this long in real life? Okay, man, it's over in 30 seconds. Just in time to microwave a pizza. It's over. Oh, thumbs up. That means he came and she didn't. You! Okay.
As I've cleaned the room, Reggie, best you come in my mouth so it will not make a mess.
No one's ever said that to me before. Blowjobs are like swimming, really. The less splash, the better. You know what I mean? It should all be focused. None of... God, this is so creepy. I'm really creeped out right now. Hard to creep me out. How do you brag about this? Well, I was watching a video of my room and I came on my computer. What do you guys think of that? Alright, I want to see where I am on the erectometer. Oh, look. Limp, small, to twitching, to swelling. I'm swelling, but I'm not aroused. That's for sure.
Come on, people, kiss my logo.
Funny Old World. True stories from the global press. For several months, our nurses have been baffled to find a dead patient in the same bed every Friday morning. A spokeswoman for Pearcey Hospital, Free State, South Africa, told reporters. There was no apparent cause for any of the deaths, and extensive checks on the air conditioning system and a search for possible bacterial infection failed to reveal any clues. However, further inquiries have now revealed the cause of these deaths. It seems that every Friday morning, a cleaner would enter the ward remove the plug that powered the patient's life support system, plug her floor polisher into the vacant socket, then go about her business. When she had finished her chores, she would plug the life support machine back in and leave, unaware that the patient was now dead. The Free State Health and Welfare Department is arranging for an electrician to fit an extra socket. So there should be no repetition of this incident. The inquiry is now closed. Well, I never. A funny old world.
Associated Rediffusion.
Now that is what I call Hell's Angels!
Meet the future, meet the future, face to face.
I was going through a tunnel. I was in the dark and going towards the light.
I had this vision of seeing these huge balls of energy floating in the ether space above the world.
It was the resolution of all polarities, all dualities.
Within one of those balls, you would see energies woven together with the light.
The light of interconnectedness throughout the entire cosmos was what we really, really are.
Some people are starting to refer to us as psychedelic filmmakers. I prefer to think of myself as a techno shaman or a cyber wizard. The ancient shamans of old have used sacred plants and alternative substances to propel themselves into altered states of consciousness. Now, with the advent of digital technology, we are able to begin the exploration of the human mind and the conscious, unconscious realms.
The artists that are using the most sophisticated computer animation are bringing us closer to representing the visionary experience, which is a totally inner experience. The computer have added a new tool to describe the infinite.
I would refer to my films as perhaps a trans-dimensional harmonic experience. The idea that you are not going there just to watch something for entertainment, but you're committing your being to a etheric body wash, a spirit cleansing.
Animation is a particularly rich media to explore these things because you're freed up from any sort of demand of physical reality. The technological abilities that we have in terms of generating images are analogous to being able to have your hands on the knobs and switches of the nervous system, which in some sense is what drugs do.
crowds of kids tell me they were completely tranced out just watching the films. It's allowed them to transcend their bodies, so to have many out-of-body experiences.
Of course, there's still a huge difference between simply watching images and undergoing a trip, since trips from the inside begin to play with your subjectivity, who you are, how you're organizing experience.
The issue of side effects, this is such a new field. We are going to be creating something extremely powerful. The side effects, there are a lot of people that can't handle drugs. I mean, there are definitely going to be issues with how that's going to affect people. And if people have fragile psyches, then, they may not deal with it that well. I believe that the next level will be fully immersive shamanic realities. And this will involve creating stereoscopic 3D imagery. My next property in development will be Enigma 2013, which will be a 3D IMAX. This will allow the mainstream public probably their first step into alternate states of realities.
Animation for the nation! Yahoo!
Funny old world. True stories from the global press. No, we will not have Lucky put down. Lucky is basically a damn good guide dog, Ernst Gerber, a dog trainer from Wuppertal, told reporters. He just needs a little brush up on some elementary skills, that's all. Gerber admitted to the press conference that Lucky, a German Shepherd guide dog for the blind, had so far been responsible for the deaths of all 4 of his previous owners. I admit it's not an impressive record on paper, he said. Lucky led his first owner in front of a moving bus. And the second off the end of a pier. He actually pushed his third owner off a railway platform just as the Cologne to Frankfurt Express was approaching. And he walked his 4th owner into heavy traffic before abandoning him and running away to safety. But apart from the epileptic fits, he has a lovely temperament, and guide dogs are difficult to train these days. Asked if Lucky's 5th owner would be told about his previous record, Gerber replied, no. It would make them nervous, and that would make Lucky nervous. And when Lucky gets nervous, he's liable to do something silly. Well, I never. What a funny old world.
Associated Rediffusion.
whatever gets you through the day. The magnificent new album from the Lighthouse family. Features 11 brand new tracks, including the stunning single, Prix. Whatever gets you through the day, the album from the Lighthouse family. Out now.
Catch hold of my delicious popcorn chicken. Handy bite-sized pizza, real chicken, just $1.99. Popcorn chicken, the fun way to enjoy KFC.
Supposed to be going out. I don't really want to go because Kate's boyfriend's coming. Looks like the devil. I think we should just stay in with a video and, you know, go to the supermarket, get some fantastic food, get some salad in, and I don't know, maybe some popcorn for later. Much better. Is the coffee and help yourself to some chocolate? Oh, no. I'm on a diet and I'm sticking to it. Hey, good for you. I'm not.
Life is made of one-to-ones. But some are more difficult than others. That's why we've created a new tariff that lets you use your free minutes to call anyone on any network. It's called Everyone because it includes everyone.
How would you like the heavenly smell of freshly baked bread every morning? With the Kenwood Rapid Bake, you can. First, add the ingredients.
And you will plainly see.
Then select the program.
And as life travels on.
Finally remove a fresh hot loaf. Just 3 steps and in less than an hour. You know what went into it too. The bread maker from Kenwood, making great food simple.
Pint survival during parachute failure. Do not flap arms as Boddingtons may spill. Attempt to cushion landing. Put pint in safe place.
This is really good. Who is it?
Some bloke called Paul McCartney, you might have heard of him.
Driving Rain is Paul McCartney's first studio album of new songs in 4 years. It includes the single, From a Lover to a Friend, and a special added track, Freedom. Paul McCartney's Driving Rain is out now.
Have you noticed how hard it is to drive in driving rain?
Live performances. Sharp conversation. And criticism. At the cutting edge. The Cut. Featuring me, Joe Wiley. Wednesdays on 4.
I am praying for a victor to crown this sordid Toonfest in glory. Oh, but what is that? The spirit of sex descends in a brazen festival of curb crawling, with that filthy cascade of body lust sloshing round our brainstems. Oh, let's yank the plug and empty this jacuzzi of misbehavior with the cloth. Oh, I feel sick.
Starring Chip Willis as Reverend Peretti, Gene Jackson as Reverend Quintensky, and Flanagan O'Doyle as Bishop O'Brien.
Huh?
This is it, Peretti. No amount of ring kissing is gonna get us out of this one. Looks like it's finally time to meet the boss.
What the blazes is that?
I haven't seen a priest move like that since the inter-parish line dancing championships. Who the hell are you, man?
What are you staring at, boys?
Sorry, sister, but where I come from, the only females in dog collars walk on all fours and sit up and beg when I tell them to.
Well, anything can be arranged. Are you okay, Padre? Here, let me help you up.
Who are you?
The name's Charity. Charity Fox.
And what position do you hold in the church?
Missionary. And what's your name?
Peretti, but you can call me Reverend. You saved my life. How can I ever make it up to you?
How about dinner? Tonight?
Sure. You don't mind covering mass for me, do you, Kachansky?
So, Reverend, what's the order of service for the rest of the evening?
Well, Charity, maybe, if you're lucky, I'll introduce you to the bishop. Would you like that?
Are you trying to get a confession out of me, Reverend?
If I wanted to do that, I would have taken you into my booth.
Well, if you want to get anything out of me, you'll have to put a little something into the charity box.
Check, please.
Thanks, Cletus. Leave the bottle.
This one's on me, Reverend. What's bugging you, man?
I don't know, Cletus. People think that being a vicar's all about harvest festivals and Christmas carols. But who'd run the parish youth club if we weren't around? Who'd judge the biggest marrow competition? Who'd stop the Cub Scouts touching themselves? I live, breathe, and shit this job 24 hours a day. The one thing I could rely on was my partner. But now he's gone. Off parting the Red Sea and breaking a few commandments on the way.
I'll tell you what, man. I'll get you another bottle.
Huh? I thought you'd be eating the Last Supper by now.
I couldn't go through with it, man. I realized that my first duty is to the church. And to my partner.
Peretti,
I don't want to talk about it. I just want to get back to the parochial house so I can start punishing my sinful flesh. Would you help me?
Sure.
Hey! Thank you, Reverend. May I have another?
It's good to have you back.
Thank you, Reverend. May I have another? Thank you, Reverend. May I have another? Hey! Thank you, Reverend. May I have another?
Coming up, funny old world. It's a rude one.
Funny old world. True stories from the global press. In retrospect, lighting the match was my big mistake. But I was only trying to retrieve the gerbil, Umberto Ricci told bemused doctors in the severe burns unit of Salt Lake City Hospital. Ricci and his homosexual partner, Gigi Romero, had been admitted for emergency treatment after a felching session had gone seriously wrong. I pushed a cardboard tube up his rectum and slipped Faggot, our gerbil, in, he explained. As usual, Gigi shouted out Armageddon, my cue that he'd had enough. I tried to retrieve Faggot, but he wouldn't come out again. So I peered into the tube and struck a match, thinking the light might attract him. A hospital spokesman described what happened next. The match ignited a pocket of intestinal gas and a flame shot up the tube, igniting Mr. Ricci's moustache and severely burning his face. It also set fire to the gerbil's fur and whiskers, which in turn ignited a larger pocket of gas further up the intestine, propelling the rodent out like a cannonball. Ricci sustained second-degree burns and a broken nose from the impact of the gerbil, while Romero suffered first and second-degree burns to his anus and lower intestinal tract. Sheriff Hugo Root later told reporters, "It's Faggot I feel sorry for. Still, that's fudge packers for you." Well, I never. What a funny old world.
Associated Rediffusion.
I'd like to get an old school show on T4. I'd like to get Hong Kong Phooey or something like that. Cat dog. I mean, whoever came up with the idea of cat dog, a cat and a dog attached, deserves like a medal. They should be involved with NASA or something.
You know, dog, it's a good thing I have 9 lives. Otherwise, I wouldn't survive all the abuse you put me through.
We got this lovely little email from a 5-year-old kid, and I don't think any 5-year-olds watch the show. And he just said, you know, I really enjoyed Cat Dog, but I just don't understand where he poos. I just thought, that's a very good point. Always been a fan of animation. I think my earliest memory of it was when Justin Covington, who lived around the road from me, had his 6th birthday, and he took, his mum took me and about 3 or 4 others to go and see The Rescuers at Colchester Odeon. We went down. I remember halfway through forgetting what a great movie it was and just started crying because I wanted my mum. There's no such thing as sex symbols when you were little as well. There was always just cartoon girls, which is probably not very healthy at all. But you know, there was your one out of Captain Caveman.
Zowie, of course! All we have to do now is trap the villain!
And then, of course, the classic Scooby-Doo. Is it Daphne and Thelma?
It'll take more than a silly superstitious curse to scare us off.
One always, like, you know, didn't really cut it, and the other one, you always worried about the other one and Fred, but, you know, I think as I got older it became quite apparent to me that you didn't really have to worry too much about Fred, the cravat and so forth.
Come on, grab the sandwiches and let's go.
My favourite cartoon of all time would be The Simpsons, without a shadow of a doubt. It's consistently proven itself over the last 10 years to be not only the best cartoon on television, but, you know, within the top 3 shows on television, I think, in the world.
By hiring me as your lawyer, you also get this smoking monkey. Better cut down there, Smokey.
My favourite character is a really small character in The Simpsons called Lionel Hutz.
Look,
He's taking another puff!
Who's the attorney, who's the worst attorney on earth. He's hysterical. I think my favourite scene with Lionel is just where I think Marge has accidentally shoplifted some bourbon.
Uh-oh. We've drawn Judge Snyder.
And she says, why is that a problem?
Well, he's had it in for me ever since I kinda ran over his dog.
And she says, you ran over his dog?
Well, replace the word kinda with the word repeatedly, and the word dog with son.
I think the gags just are so more knowing now than, say, they were when it first started, because you know the characters more now. The relationships between them, and the fact that, you know, you'll catch every now and again that Marge and Lisa have the same facial expressions, you know, and the same with Homer, and Bart's already got this little pot belly, you know. He's so obviously going to turn into his father.
You know, boy, I don't think I've ever felt as close to you as I do right.
The secret to The Simpsons for me is the fact that you've got a show that combines just such adult humour in the best possible way, in a real highbrow way, you know, with just pure slapstick. My favourite episode of The Simpsons by far is the one where Apu gets sacked for selling Homer dodgy hot dogs.
Oh, this time I've gone too far. No one will fall for...
Woohoo! Cheap meat! Ooh, this one's open.
My flatmate will just turn to me and say, why are you watching that again? You've seen that 5,000 times. And I'll be like, yeah, but I've got 25 minutes free, so it's perfect. It's only 24, so why wouldn't I watch it?
Ooh, your old meat made me sick.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Please accept 5 pounds of frozen shrimp.
This shrimp isn't frozen, and it smells funny.
Okay, 10 pounds.
Woohoo!
The track is losing turgidity like a man balloon full of cold thoughts, and the lack of winner is nibbling at my naked giblets. From Commander Global, it is cheerio, but join us next week for a Gorilla special and much, much more during the last dance of the Hot Reels music track.
To play the Hot Reels game, download phone logos and discover more about the Celmates and animation, go to channel4.com/Hot Reels.